Hey, you all. I hope you are doing well. I hope you're staying safe. And I hope that week one of NTI went well for my science class. We are entering week two, and I wanted to spend just a little bit of time making sure that I went over some of the instructions and walked you through exactly what you need to be doing. So, same deal as last week. All of your work is posted on Google Classroom. It will be posted on Monday. It is all due by Sunday at 11:59. So, work at the pace that works best for you. If you want to get it all done in one day, if you want to do a little bit each day, totally fine with me. But make sure that it gets all done by the end of the week. Last week's work was mostly ed puzzles. This week's work will be mostly done on Google Forms, and I'm going to show you that in a second. Some reminders about how to be successful using Google Classroom and doing these assignments. Always make sure that your work is being attached before you mark something as done or turn it in an assignment. So pay attention to that. And also pay attention that ed puzzles allow me to see how much work you are completing. So make sure that you are watching the entire videos and don't just skim through something so that because I can see if you do that. If you have questions, concerns, problems, any issues that you run into, please feel free to reach out to me on the Google Classroom form that I've posted. You can also reach me via email if that also suits you. I am doing office hours, so digital in person digital meetings. So a time from about 10:15 to 11 every single day through Google Meet. So Google Meet is a new way for us to meet. Is that a way for us to meet and chat? There's a link that will be posted. If you just click that link, it will take you, and I will be there waiting to hopefully help you. Along the same lines, I did post a survey. So if you wouldn't mind, please fill that out and give me some feedback. I want to know what things are going well, what things were hard, what things you liked. I mean, I have a plan for this, but I do want to make sure that you are able to be successful. So we are on week two of our unit unit five, which is about material science. So continuing to think about the chemical properties of materials and how that results in the physical properties. And then thinking about why certain materials are chosen or used in particular objects. Here's our we will, I wills. I had someone ask, you do not have to write these down anywhere. If you want to, just kind of to have if you have a notebook going, that's totally fine, not required. And then here's some of the vocab words that we've started to see and hopefully be using. So this week's assignment, first of all, watching this video, that's one thing you're getting graded for. Making sure that you've watched this, making sure that you know what's going on. As long as you do that, you're good. The next three things are all actually going to be done on Google Forms. So let me go over that with you. This assignment list will be posted and will be a material that you can look at and check with. But this should match exactly the assignments that are listed in Google Classroom for this NTI week 2 is what I'm calling that folder. So the first assignment is a reading. So the reading is, of course, about material science. You are going to notice that the reading is chunked up, and after a chunk of text, there is a question. The question then you will answer not in that document, but on a separate Google form. It will actually look more like this when you have to do it. But you're going to be reading the text, finding the information, and I have again put the questions near or underneath the chunk of text where you can find that answer. And then you'll be answering all of those here. Okay? That's assignment 1. Technically 2, I guess. Watching this video is number 1. But anyway, assignment number 2. This is a worksheet that I adapted. That has been a pretty productive worksheet when we've done this in class. It's pretty straightforward about classifying some materials, matching some definitions, filling in some blanks. So it's kind of like a worksheet. I just put it into a Google form. So that's assignment number 3. Assignment number 4. Now, this is the one that is going to take a little bit more thought. It's going to take you probably a little bit more time, and maybe it's going to be the one that you ask some questions about. But this is really important because it's going to prepare us for the final assignment of this unit. So what you're going to be doing is kind of a mini CER. So we've had a couple of these CERs before. So remembering that C stands for claim, evidence stands, or E stands for evidence, R stands for reasoning. So what you're going to do in this assignment is I'm going to give you a series of, or a couple of common household materials or objects, and you need to choose which type of polymer from this list right here would be the best polymer to use for that object. And you're going to then think about it in this kind of formulated way. So, for example, if I said a spatula, and you need to think about which of these polymers would be best used for a spatula. You're going to start with a claim where you're simply going to say a spatula should be made of a certain type of polymer. So the example here, a spatula should be made of a cross-linked polymer. All right, looking at our list of polymer options here. So the evidence is where you are going to explain the properties of that polymer. So a cross-linked polymer is strong and rigid and lightweight, and has connected branches. Okay, you're going to explain those properties. Then for the evidence is you are going, for the reasoning, you are going to describe the property of the object and explain why at a molecular level, the polymer will exhibit those necessary properties. So for the spatula example, a spatula needs to be rigid yet lightweight and still be able to be handled while cooking. Cross-linked polymers should be used because all of the chains are connected to each other, creating a tightly connected material that is tough but also light and easy to use. Okay, so in the reasoning section, that's where you connect why that polymer, its properties are best for the material or the object that you're thinking about. Okay, so what you will do is going down here, you are going to be doing the claim, evidence, and reasoning for 3 commonly used objects. All right, so those are the assignments for this week. Again, I will be available at those times I described before. So daily from about 10:15 to 11 via email most of the day. And if there's anything overnight or anything like that, that Google form is a great way to get in contact with me so that I can help you. I hope this is going well. Again, I hope you are being safe. And I wish you all the success this week. Week 2 NTI. We got this, team. See you later. Bye.